typically just speak, so they have to do some work with me. And it's hard for me to follow the superwoman, but I'm going to try my best. So first, let's take a deep breath in. Let it out. Yeah, get all the giggles out. Deep breath in. Let it out. All right. So my presentation is titled, Let's Get in Formation. I know all of you know the song by Beyonce, right? But let's get in formation and be bold for change. And I want to tell you guys a story. There was a girl about your guys' age, about 15 years old. Her name is Malaya. And she is from Pakistan. Many of you may have heard about her. But she decided that education was meant for girls. In her country, girls didn't go to school. In her country, girls got married young. And they had families and raised families, and their families would say, you know, I have a daughter, you have a son, we're going to marry them, and they're going to be okay, right? And the girl didn't have a say-so in the matter. Malaya said, no, that's not okay. Girls should go to school. And she started to be very vocal about girls getting their education and girls going to school. It brought about a lot of attention. In fact, the Taliban, which was the militia, the group against girls doing anything powerful, the group against girls having a voice, they put a death threat out on her. So she would get death threats regularly at 15, 16 years old, regular death threats. Her family lived in fear. But she continued to speak for the right to go to school and be educated. Not for herself, because she could have fought for herself and just tried to push herself through the door. She fought for all of us in Pakistan to go to school, to have a voice, to get educated. And what happened? Eventually they shot her. Okay? And she was shot in the head. And she recovered. Now, after she recovered, some of us would have said, you know what? I'm done talking about this. I'm just going to sit over here quietly. She said no. She said, I'm going to use that as a motivator. In fact, now I'm going on national news, international news, magazines to tell my story. In fact, I'm going to write a book about my story, because I believe that women in Pakistan need a voice. And not just women in Pakistan, all women need a voice. And that education is important. So what is the moral of that story? Fight for what you believe in, but not just fight for yourself. Because see, I can easily open the door for me, right? I can ease myself through that door. But you need to fight for each other. Empower one another. Be bold for change, so we can pull you through the door. I can pull you through the door. I can pull you through that same door that I came through. We have all had a journey. We all have a story to tell. Believe me, some people look at me and say, doctor? You're too young to be a doctor. I was. I married young. I divorced young. I had 2 kids young. And I carried both them babies with me and became a doctor. By myself. By myself. We have to be bold for change. We have to define what that boldness is. What that boldness is for us. What that boldness is for you. Do you come to my office a lot?
Yes.
Why do you come to my office a lot?
Because I want to do well.
She want to do well. She come to my office with doubt. But she know when she leave the office, I'm going to tell her what she need to do. Right? So I'm not opening the door for me, because I got through my door. I'm still trying to get, through some other doors. But at the same time, I bring my students here every year so I can pull them through doors. Then I can use them to pull you all through some doors. To let you all know that we can be bold for change by empowering, lifting, molding one another. I've been here 3 years. I brought different groups of girls, mostly girls. It's the first time we had a guy. He's been very supportive. But for the last 3 years, I brought girls here, college students here, to motivate you all. I motivate them, they come and motivate you all, and then you all go out and do something great. And you come back and you motivate and you bring somebody else through that door. So, we need to be the change that we want to see in the world. We know there's issues. We don't get paid the same amount of money. You can go look at my pay and you'll see all the men, they all get paid more than me. Right? There are some unequal things going on in society for women. But if we want to be bold for change, we have to be that change. We have to be that change for one another. We have to pull and empower and motivate one another. Even if we come to school and she's tired, her baby been up all night. I'm not tired today because my baby went to sleep last night. Well, then you need to motivate her to push through that day so the next day she can come in motivated. We have to push and pull one another so that we can be the change we want to see. So you guys tell me this because you know I'm done with my talking. What are some changes you all want to see in the world? What is something that you think would be great to happen in the world today? Definitely less violence against women. Definitely. Amen. What was it? Yes. We don't even have time for that. They call that drama where I come from. We're busy criticizing one another, but at the same time, we're pulling each other down and nobody's getting up. And then other people are surpassing us. But if I stop wasting my time criticizing, then I can pull you with me and we can make it. Right? Definitely. Women have a bad problem with that criticizing thing. What else? What other changes? Someone told me they wanted to play football. Is it a whole lot of women playing football?
No.
No. But she looked me dead in my face. She said, I want to play football. I said, really? You have to be the change you want to see. You can play football. You can do whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be an easy task. And that's why we need to pull each other, motivate and empower each other so that we can be this change that we want to see. So if we were to change some of these things you guys named, how would that impact women? If it was less violence, how would that impact women? If it was less violence against women, how would that impact women? It would be fair. Less fear. Definitely. So if you have less fear, you have more power, right? To do things. Nobody can keep you down because you have more power. Right? So what can we do today to foster change? Motivate. We can start with us. Motivate myself to finish school, right? We'll start right there in creating change. And we start believing the criticism that people say, oh, you have a baby, you can't do anything. I remember someone said, how are you getting a PhD with 2 kids? I don't know. But nobody told me I couldn't. So since they didn't say I couldn't, I'm going to keep going. Right? Nobody said I couldn't. It may not look possible. Those 4 years was very hard for me. But I did it for them. I had to be the example that they needed to see. I had to be the change. I had a little girl. She watching everything. My baby gets straight A's today. And I don't have to tell her nothing. Because she watched. She saw. She learned. I had to be an example. So if you want change, you need to be that example of change. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you. If your child isn't watching you, your neighbor is. The one that's criticizing you, she's watching you. Right? Every day. I can't criticize you if I'm not watching you. Give them something to watch. Right? Be bold for change. Accomplish the things you want to accomplish despite who's watching. I can even remember, my mother even said, how you going to get a PhD with 2 kids? She was there to support, but she didn't understand how it was possible. She even had doubt. And I thought, oh Lord, she doubted me. How am I going to do this? I even started thinking, maybe it's going to be, I can't do it, you know? But I made it. I made it. It's possible. One of the first things we need to do is motivate somebody else. It's very easy to motivate somebody else. Every day. Every day. People come in my office on a regular basis feeling like they're about to give up. My class is not easy. My class easy? My classes are not easy. And so they come in every day. They leave my office thinking they were going to give up, leaving my office more motivated than what they came. It doesn't take much time to give somebody some empowerment, some motivation, to encourage the person next to you. We have to be change agents. Have you guys ever heard of the word change agent? Change agent. What is the characteristic of a change agent? If I say your job is change, what is the characteristic of a change agent?
Doing something different, out of the norm.
Doing something different, doing something out of the norm. Sometimes, I always tell people, sometimes you have to do something strange to get to the next level. Something you haven't done before to get to the next level, right? It may be vulnerable, it may be uncomfortable because it's something you haven't done before. But the way you've been doing it wasn't making it, right? So you have to do something different. What else? What would be another characteristic of a change agent? If I said your job, Alexis, was change agent, what would be your characteristics of your job?
To promote change, go out and tell people.
To go out and promote change. To be a voice. To be loud. To be bold. To get people's attention. That's a change agent. You have to be willing to work with others. We can get to the top together faster than we can do it by ourselves. We can get to the top faster. This nurse came up here and she said, did she say she became a nurse by herself? What did she say? She had someone that pulled her up, saw something in her and said, come on, you can do this. When I thought I wasn't getting through that PhD, I had Mr. Muldrow. He let me call him on the weekends. I never met this man. But he was a person that had a PhD. And he said, if you want it, you can get it. He said, you're going to have to do something strange. That means I had no social life. I just was mama, student, and I had to work. I don't know about you guys. I had to work and go to school at the same time. You have to do some things you haven't done before. To be a change agent, you have to be committed. You have to be committed to something. What are you committed to? Sometimes we say, oh, I empower people, or I really want her to do well, but then I whisper to this one and I talk about it, right? I'm not committed to the words that come out my mouth. Say what you mean and mean what you say and be committed to that. That's being bold for change. Very bold for change. So another major thing about a change agent is that they're proactive and not reactive. You know the difference between reactive and proactive? Can somebody tell me what reactive means? So reactive is if someone, bumps into me and then I get mad, right? I'm reacting to the action. Being proactive means I'm purposely doing something. Yes. 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 So proactive means I'm making a decision today. If I wake up this morning and I said, today is going to be a good day, I'm saying, despite what happens through the day, today for me is going to be a good day. I'm purposely going out and making my day good. That's proactive. Okay, so a change agent has to be proactive in what they do. If I'm an advocate for education, then I have to foster that in every way. I can't wait for someone to fail my class and then say, oh, let me help you. Is that going to help you? No, it's too late. Proactive is fostering that every day in how we live. So we have to be change agents to be bold for change. We also need to make a pledge. And this day is about recognizing the accomplishments of women, but it's also recognizing some of the weak areas, some of the challenges for women, and then making the decision to be proactive in combating those challenges. We have to be the change we want to see. So many of you guys have a little slip, right? Did you guys get a slip? If you don't have one, show me that, Sharon. Okay. She's going to pass them out if you don't have one. The slip says, be bold for change. On this slip, you're going to write an I statement. Okay? You're going to write an I statement on this slip. She's passing out. If you don't have a slip, will you please just kind of raise your hand so she'll know? So on your slip, you're going to say, I will be bold for change by, and fill it in. Whether it's by completing my education and motivating my girlfriend. Right? Or by advocating for something. By being against violence. By reporting violence. Whatever that statement means to you, you're making a pledge to yourself that you are going to be bold for change by doing something. I have a couple pencils. Think about what you can do right now today to influence change. Change starts with you. Anybody want to share their statement? You don't want to look at me because you don't want to ask me to share your statement. You make a statement already? Who wants to share their statement? Anybody? You want to be bold for change? By doing what? So you're right. I want to be bold. I will be bold for change by, and then you fill in the blank. And share yours.